Okay everyone, I'm going to share with you today our incredible herbed pizza dough. So you can use this, it will make one large pizza, decently thick crust, or you can make two medium-sized thin crusts, or you can also use this mix to do 4 flatbreads, which is really fun, get those extra thin. So I'm gonna show you how to put this mix together. It's really quite simple. If you own a stand mixer, it's gonna work great. I put my dough hook on there. Now in the bag, you're going to have the dry mix like this, and then in the bag is also your yeast packet. And so you're going to add the dry mix with the yeast in your stand mixer, and then you're going to close that and just go on low to combine it. Now I've heated 1 cup of milk with 1/3 of a cup olive oil. Now I've got to tell you 2 things. One is the directions say 1 cup of whole milk. You can use any kind of milk. You can even use coconut milk, soy milk, almond milk, you name it, it's going to work. The other thing is on the ingredients, it says 1/2 of a cup of extra virgin olive oil. Now what I want to tell you on that is you start with 1/3 of a cup, heated with the 1 cup. So read those instructions all the way through. I always teach my boys, you've got to read the whole recipe before you start. So we're just doing 1 cup of milk to 1/3 of a cup oil, and I've warmed that. You can warm it on the stovetop, you can warm it in your microwave. I warmed it in my microwave for 1 minute and 20 seconds, that just works. Some microwaves might be 1 minute and 30, some might be 1 minute. So you want to get it warmed up, and then I'm going to add this to my dry mixture, and it's going to create a dough. And then I've got on standby some extra oil. I like to use our basil oil, and I'm going to add that as needed to create this dough that creates into a ball on the dough hook. So first you combine it, and then we're going to add this oil slowly around the edges. And that's the piece that people sometimes miss because of, it says 1/2 a cup and you really start with 1/3. So just pay attention to that. You can do this by hand. It just takes a little more effort to use your hands to knead the dough. This is quick and easy. And so I always have it on the setting 2, so just 1 above stir. And what you can see, I love this glass bowl so you can kind of see what's happening in here. And it is starting to clear the sides of the bowl and combine into a nice dough, but it's not coming together quite as nicely as I want it for my pizza dough. So then I'm just gonna add a teaspoon at a time of this dough to kind of help it pull together into this beautiful dough. Then we're going to let this dough rise. We're going to cover it, and we're going to let it rise for 1 hour. You can let it rise for several hours. It really doesn't matter. The other really unique thing is you can put this dough in the fridge, and then the day you're going to use it, bring it out. So usually what I do is let it rise and then put it in the fridge, and I can use it the next day, just bring it to room temp. So as I mentioned, you can do 4 flatbreads with this pizza dough. And so you could just take off one night, another the next night, and so forth. So it's very versatile. There is a ton of flavor in this herbed pizza dough. The first time that we got this pizza dough, many, many years ago, my boys said, "Oh my gosh, Mom, it tastes like we're at a restaurant. Can you please use that all the time?" And I never have since made my own pizza dough. I use this pizza dough. It's truly amazing. So I'm gonna let this go a little bit longer until it's smooth, but you can see that it's all now clinging to the dough hook. Really beautiful dough. I'm gonna go ahead and pause and show you how that just came all together beautifully. So I'm just gonna go another minute just to kind of smooth it out, but look at that gorgeous dough. We're gonna cover it and let it rise for 1 hour.